Okay, what does it look like for her breakfast? So sometimes it's just kind of a toss of things. I found ground beef on sale, so I threw a bunch of that in there, and I did cook it in the oven a little bit. There's some actually leftover like chicken and kind of bone meal really that's in there from my whole roasted chicken the other day, and so nothing goes to waste here. So, and then I put on some kefir, raw kefir on her food, and then I'm also going to, so this is pet food with organs. So we've got liver, heart, tongue, and kidney. This is from Miller's Bio Farm, so I'm actually going to take, whoop, there you go. I can't do this with one hand. Anyways, some of this, and I'm going to put it on top of that too so that she gets some organs in there. So you can kind of mix it up. Hello, for the little baby as well. So some kefir for good healthy gut, probiotics, as well as some lightly cooked ground beef in there. And then like you can see some of the chicken, like, you know, fat and the bone meal is in there, and as well as some organs. So that's how I do her food sometimes as well. Oh, whoa, you like it? So you'll need ground meat. I'm using ground chicken actually, but you can use beef. I tend to go a little bit leaner because sometimes the fattier content can make them a little bit nauseous. So I tend to stick to like maybe a chicken or a duck or a rabbit would be nice. Ground meat, and then you will also need some bone broth. I actually have a little bit of gelatin in here too, because this broth didn't come out as like gelatinous as my typical broth, so I made a little bit of a gelatin mixture, so I'm going to add that in a bit, and I'll show you how to do that. Then you'll need some liver, and then as well as some kefir or yogurt, any sort of fermented dairy or cultured dairy is a really good option. Going to add the meat into a baking dish so that I can lightly cook it for her. I'll add some liver, and again, sometimes it's raw, sometimes it's cooked, so it kind of depends, but liver I tend to sometimes feed her raw. Set that to 350, where then I will lightly cook the meat for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how much you prepare. Right? Turn on my stove just to add a little bit of bone broth, and like I said, this one's a little bit more liquidy, which I like to have my bone broth a little bit more gelatinous, so I'm taking this gelatin bit and just scooping like a teaspoon or so in there. Gelatin is already melted in there, so I'm basically going to pour it over the meats now. Cook lightly. So this measurement will be 4 ounces of her meat. So there's some liver and meat there. The bone broth and the gelatin too will add as well. Let's do 2 ounces here. So this should make it all the way essentially to 8 ounces. See that it is nourishing. Okay, go ahead.
yummy. Bacon grease puppy paw treats. Oh, yummy. Those were frozen. Do you want Mom's fall high protein pumpkin pancake? Okay, yummy.
My dog and I eat these same treats for a healthy gut. Marshmallows. These contain 4 simple ingredients, including gelatin. My homemade marshmallow promotes a healthy